Yeah, the visor.
The way the visor goes down. Ah, got
There
it.
you go.
Oi, oi. How we go? Blow something up.
Hello and welcome to Dissect the Music. My name's NK Soul.
And my name's Roxy.
This is the show where we break down music we grew up loving. This music can come from anywhere. It can come from a TV show, it can come from the charts, it can come from a cartoon. As long as we loved it, we will break it down. However, today's show is going to be slightly different. Due to popular demand, we're dissecting a show that neither Roxy or I actually watched growing up. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to watch a full episode of the show, then put it in context with the theme song, and then we'll give you a better dissection based on our feelings of the show.
So far, it's only slightly exceeded the speed of sound.
No helicopter can fly faster than sound.
Airwolf can exceed Mach 1 from sea level to 65,000 feet.
Flying kit.
Primary MOS is to suppress, neutralize, or destroy any weapons threatening the integrity of Airwolf.
Indestructible.
In other words, Senator, Airwolf is a Mach 1 plus chopper that can kick butt.
Come on.
Always the skeptical man in the office.
This guy looks like Bob Hogo from F is for Family.
Why are they so close?
The production line. Talk to me in dollars and cents.
This isn't a simulation, Senator.
I love that they've got a woman in the command center. Girl power. I think Dr. Muffet is the psychopath.
The designer of the of Airwolf, okay.
Here we go. Here we go. Oi, oi. How we go? Blow something up.
My God, they've blown him away.
Yeah. God damn. 3 months later, he turned into a bird. I guess this is Hawk. See what they did.
Right.
Letting us know what time it is. Raw.
Fantastic.
Are they getting involved already? That line down his face is perfect. Gabrielle, you just got here. No. Oh, Gabrielle's been captured. This is the whole point. He's in love now.
Right.
So he needs to find her.
You know, this reminds me of the last scene in Scarface.
Oh, yeah. Say hello to my little friend.
Yeah.
That was terrible.
I was just wondering what accent you were doing.
Yeah.
Oh, listen. Airwolf does damage. Airwolf. Oh, yeah. They
butts.
Yeah. She was right.
Go on, Hawk. Off he goes.
Yeah, Airwolf cannot be stopped. So that was Airwolf. Wow. Yeah, do you know what? Well, what are your thoughts on the show?
For me, I feel like this is something I would have watched on a Saturday afternoon.
Yeah.
In those days, it was okay to show explosions and people getting hurt. Right. So, I feel like there's a lot of action in there.
It's got Knight Rider energy, I feel. 80s action feel. So I think I would have liked this, together with the theme song. I think so the theme song, it kind of makes sense with this show. As if people don't know already, what are we dissecting today, Roxy?
So today, we're dissecting Airwolf.
Airwolf, come on! You know what? That theme song gets me hyped.
That was fun.
Actually, yeah, I really like that. So having watched an episode, I can see how that theme song would get me ready to watch the show.
So there's a melody that the keyboard's playing. It gives me helicopter propellers.
Right. It's like a rotator. Brilliant.
It's got that kind of vibe to it. I love that.
Brilliant.
I love that.
Any other parts that stick out to you in the theme song?
We're in the 80s. It makes sense that there's a lot of electronic instruments here. Upbeat, funky and fun, but there's a lot of musicality there. I'm sure when we get to dissecting, we're going to hear the beauty of the song.
For today's dissection, we are going to break this down using the Roland FA-07 keyboard. So we're going to break this down stem by stem.
Come on.
For this song, there are drums, there are synths, trumpet kind of sounds, and a few other things which I've added just to give it a bit more drama. So I've tried to make it a bit more modern, but still remain faithful to the original.
Thank you.
So just bear with me. Okay, so for the drums, I found a sound called New UK Kit 1. That's what it's called on the Roland FA-07.
Wonderful.
Okay, so this is the bass drum. So yeah, that's consistent throughout the song.
Punchy.
I wanted to give a punchy, you have to feel it throughout the song. I used a different drum kit for the snare. I wanted a bit of a subtle snare with again, trying to give it a bit of a modern feel. Drum kit I've used for the snare is called Fatty 1.
Yeah.
And it sounds like this. So I wanted it to have a quick release, punchy, but then it ends quickly. So it's like, so for the hi-hat, I've gone with a 909-808 kit. So that's throughout.
I'm getting the syncopation now.
Right.
Yeah. It's heating up, it's heating up.
It's heating up.
I like where we're going.
Think of the theme of this show, the helicopter, Airwolf. What I actually wanted for my recreation is to have some rotator helicopter sound throughout. So have it kind of in the background. It just gives you a feel of what the show is and you're kind of immersed in it.
Pushing the theme.
Pushing the theme. Great thing about the FA-07, there's actually a sound called helicopter. So we have that sort of in the background.
And it's full.
So it's a full, and you can get higher sounds, lower sounds of the helicopter. Really cool. Last bit of the drums, we've got the crashes. So at all the major turnarounds, there's a crash. So when I say the turnarounds, I mean where the song's kind of transitions.
Okay.
Or it goes into another major part. So.
Okay.
The drum kit I've used is Standard Kit 3, which is what it's called on the FA-07.
Ah, got it.
There you go. So now moving more into the musical instrumentation side of things.
Right.
There is like a consistent, what you called the rotator blades when we were talking earlier. That is a very synthy sound, like a lead sound. I wanted a lead sound, which could play throughout, which was consistent, but it's kind of lying underneath the main melody.
Right.
I've used a sound called saw lead. However, on the FA-07, the saw lead has a lot of reverb, but I didn't want reverb. I just want it to be in the background with no reverb. Edited it slightly to take off the reverb, and I've renamed it myself Saw Lead 11. Okay.
Solid fingering. Pause.
Coming to the bass line is very consistent throughout. I've used a bass instrument called MG Bass 3 or MGBS 3.
You can see how childish we are. MGBS. Yeah, I hear it.
A bit more of a synthy kind of bass, so it's giving it a little bit more of a modern feel.
All the sounds you've chosen, you've manipulated really, really well so far. And I like this particular bass because it feels like it's heavy enough to carry in the song, you know?
It's weighty.
It's weighty.
Yes,
I like that.
Just to bring the whole song together, I wanted to have an underlying consistent sound going throughout the song. I felt like I heard something like that when I was listening to the actual theme song. And it had to be like an ominous, it's a soft sound, but it's kind of ominous.
Okay, kind of atmospheric. Like when you hold a string.
Yes.
Okay.
Atmospheric, but slightly dark. There's a sound called Soft Pad 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also weighty. It's not going to be too overwhelming, but it's in the background and it's giving you something to think about, okay? This show is not all that it's cracked up to be.
Okay, there's a bit of mystery there.
A bit of mystery, bit of darkness. In fact, I'm going to call that the Moffat note.
The Moffat notes.
Yes, that evil man.
It makes sense.
So the main melody, I've used two sounds. I've layered two sounds for the main part of the melody. There's synth brass 2. So I was just going to use a brass, like kind of horns, a synth horn sound, but it didn't sound enough to me. I just wanted something to underlie it, just to really emphasize it. So the synth brass by itself sounds like this.
Okay. But even that by itself, it still gives a really good feel.
It does. Just to take it over the top,
Right.
I added this saw lead.
Oh, I love the delay on that.
Yes,
there's a
exactly.
kind of a reverb thing
So it gives
happening.
so when you combine those, you've got
Yes. Yeah.
now.
Well played.
Thank you. When I put this all together, those turnarounds that we spoke about earlier, I felt that the turnarounds still with the crash wasn't emphasized enough. What I've done, I've put a subtle orchestra hit at the turnaround.
Woo!
With the main melody we heard, ba, 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 it actually modulates. Ba, 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 ba.
That's right.
It goes up by about a tone and a half.
Okay.
In the theme song, when it modulates, I feel like it's a slightly different trumpet sound. The trumpet sound is a bit brighter for the modulation part. The trumpet I've used is called TPT Sect, which I guess stands for trumpet section. And I've also layered that with another sound, which I'll play for you in a second. I like that sound, but just to take it over the top slightly, I added another saw lead. It's called FXM saw lead. So again, it's a saw lead, but a brighter saw lead.
Yeah.
Putting those together.
Wow.
Towards the second half of the song, there is another underlying synthy kind of sound, which is really, really important to the song. It's very, very subtle, but you hear it. You know it's not the main melody, but it still has to cut through and you still have to hear it. It's called Soars Key 1.
You need that melody.
Right.
You need that melody. It's really nice and bright. It does cut through.
Yeah.
Such a nice compliment to the you've got
Yeah.
all of that hardness going on.
Yeah.
So that melody just kind of breaks it up a little bit.
And finally, right at the end, you've got a
Yes.
So again, I wanted to use a slightly different kind of horn sound, a little bit of delay on it, and also has a slower attack. So it's not like ka-ka, ka-ka. It kind of is there's a slight delay of the note actually sounding. Those are all the sounds I used.
Okay.
Let's put it together.
Woo!
The BPM for this song is 128.
It's quite
So
up tempo.
It's quite an up-tempo song. Let's see how it turned out. All the elements come together. That helicopter in the background is so effective because I can actually see it like rising out of the dust and flying all over the place. And that orchestra hit is really cool as well because it kind of gives me those explosions that run throughout the show. Yeah.
So that was wicked. I love that.
Thank you so much. Well, the FA-07, I definitely recommend this.
And it's got all the good 80s sounds in there.
Synths. Roland's and Synths.
Yeah.
For me, I think they're the kings when it comes to synth sound.
And we are not sponsored by Roland, by the way. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Let us know in the comments how well you think NK did.
Roxy, we need to rate this song. Airwolf, the theme song. Where does it lie in the pantheon of theme songs? We've got platinum, gold, silver, bronze.
I feel there's a lot of really beautiful elements you can draw out from the song. The use of the synths is really, really impactful. There's a lot of the simplicity of the drum pattern that drives and the bass line. But I feel like when I compare it to the likes of Knight Rider, I feel like this is more of a gold song than a platinum.
I tend to agree with you. I think after breaking it down, I've got a newfound appreciation for the song. So I was starting to lean towards platinum, but I think I agree with you. I think it's more of a high-end gold.
Top-end gold.
Top-end gold, because still I don't put it quite on the same level as Knight Rider or even 18. Just a smidge below platinum.
Yeah.
It just missed out. Still very elite.
Absolutely.
Wonderful elements, like you said. But yeah, I would say Airwolf, gold standard theme song. But what do you guys think? Do you think Airwolf is a gold standard theme song, or is it platinum? Is it on the same level as Knight Rider and 18? Please let us know. Leave a comment, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell. But once again, this has been Dissect the Music. My name is NK Soul.
And my name's Roxy.
Take care. Peace. Okay.
Oh, it's so hot. God.
Are you that hot?
Oh!
So we got a show to do, guys.
That was incredible.
The wrong note. I brought it back home.
Do that again, that's your top. Yeah. And action. Just adding that, right?